10 Lobo. 80 weapon.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. They'll find his tight end. That's Waller. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete. What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4.
25, check X3, 218, chopper. Hey, Charlie.
57's the mic. 57's the mic.
Here we go, here we go. Here we go, go on.
10, under 10, 10. Showing it.
Hit it.
They'll set up to throw. Try to lay one up deep. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Let's go. Let's go.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Let's make these babies crawl all the way back home. Check. Half. We got it.
Devin Singletary with his first carry of the game. And he's going to be stopped here on this first play as he gets it to the line of scrimmage and no more. Bringing him down defensively, Jayon Brown. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Let's go, D.
56.
Hey, alert 3. Shoot.
Hey, tight. We go.
Now Allen. Looking left side, and it's complete. There he goes left side. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A big play there. 81 yards. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
Come on,
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically, what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3.
61, matchbox lights. Hey, Delta.
Lights 57, 57's Mike.
Look at me. Door. Yeah. Get it.
2nd and 1. Robinson's got it. And he finally goes down at the 23. Line.
Complete to DeMarcus Robinson. A 51-yard gain. First down, Raiders.
Ready.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. Check 43. Check 3.
Let's go.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Check.
2nd and 10. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. T.J. Watt just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Get that ball.
They'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
But that was a big oops right there. But how about his ability to correct it? Loses the football, able to get it back himself.
Yeah, pounced right back on it, keeps possession. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This will be spotted just shy of midfield. A 59-yard attempt. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, I was watching him in warm-ups, and he hit a 62-yarder that hit the crossbar and went over this one a little bit inside of that, but not enough length.
And the difference is what?
Well, your live conditions, right?
Live conditions, game conditions are a whole lot different than practice, where you just pop it up there, no rush, no pressure. I think maybe that takes a couple yards away from you when you have to do it when it's real.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Defense all day. He's middle. Shoot. Watch.
Hey, home.
Jam.
From midfield, here's Allen. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it.
Keep playing hard.
19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Allen now already at 100 yards passing in this first quarter. It's 1st and 10.
Check. Check safety.
Gun.
Check.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And this one will be brought back to the 22. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time? Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Hatchet. Switch.
They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And an alley to run. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A Raider first down, 17 yards. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
57's the mic. Watch 57.
Come on.
Check. Crunch.
There. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
2nd down 6 at the 40-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Strip that ball.
Check 9.
Protein spill. Yep.
Watch motion.
2nd and 6. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them, ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Go now.
Well, that last completion certainly not what they were hoping for, as now they'll try to convert on 3rd.
He's checking.
Leo. Smith.
Mike's 49.
Ready.
He'll drop to throw. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
They try to run on 1st down, but this defense says no dice. They stop them a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Check 10.
50. Switch.
Alert. Go.
On 2nd and 12, Allen. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
5 wide. 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. Yo.
Alert!
Yo. Share.
From the gun, it's Allen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Taking it about the 16. 6-yard return after a punt of 48. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Come to wild work. We want it. Come to
Recon, 132 fighter. Fight.
Now back to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they'll get him down here at the 23.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner. Everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
The Raiders on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 8.
back. 6 guys. Check 6 guys.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The Raiders on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 8.
X3, 218, chopper.
Check Mike 57.
Hey, Stu.
Hey, we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball.
Get it.
Back to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And this is going to be brought back for a Bills touchdown. Second time he's lost a fumble. This one hurts more. It's returned for 6.
He's been under a lot of duress, hasn't he? Pressured, hurried.
And he takes off with it. It's a fake. And after all that, he's going to get back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When he'd line up, go ahead, and there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward, it's just not there.
So risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things.
And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. He goes 95 yards to the house on the kick return as they are now on the board here in the first half. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him. Kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 13-7. So let's try this again after the kick return, TD. Here's yet another kickoff. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Hey, turn it up, turn it up. 52's the mic, boys. 52. Let's go.
Allen now on first down.
It's going to be a long day.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. So he can't hang on, and as I watched that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right? Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Hey, Mike, watch the run, watch the run. No, off. Mike 52, Mike 52. You gonna get it? You think you gonna get this? You know? Kill.
Throwing now is Allen. He's going to fire one deep over them. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Obi Melifonwu. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. T.J. Watt bringing the pressure yet again. That's his third sack here tonight.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
On second down now, it's Hunt, and he'll get up to the 43-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. Well executed there on second down, so do you go back to the air on third?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a second time.
The Raiders on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Hard.
Safety screaming.
Buzz.
57's the mic. 57's the mic. They can't.
They'll set up a throw. Going for the deep ball. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Singletary to get the drive started. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. On 2nd and 9, Allen. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on. How about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
56,
56. Half.
Get him! Get him!
56.
Check 31! Check 31!
Check 26. Tight.
Tighten up! Undercrush!
Middle. Hey, home.
Big edge! Check!
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown.
Let's get this.
So that's now 3 first-half interceptions, and that last one even costlier as it's returned for 6 points. So as a quarterback, how do you regain your focus?
Well, QB 101 says you never show them that you're sweating. You still act like you're the guy that you've thrown 6 touchdown passes, not 3 interceptions. But he's human. He's got to face up to his teammates. He's got to own up to that. See if he can brace up and also not look over his shoulder and see his backup starting to warm up. It's going to be a tough one for him.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
I'm going to run you over.
Stop.
Whip.
Gun.
Watch the whip. Rush in. Motion.
Go.
Now Allen to try again after the pick 6. He's going to float this one deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. And he's going to have this down deep into Oakland territory. A big play here for Buffalo. 56 yards. Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for 1st and 10.
Regular.
SOS.
All 52.
Watch the twist.
Here's Allen. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. From 19 yards away. And the Bills have retaken the lead. Auschka adds the extra point, and that'll make this a 6-point game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Ready?
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Credit the sack to Von Miller.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. Back to throw here. He's going to air one out. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. A new life now following the late turnover. Maybe a chance for points here before the break.
Yeah, pretty nice situation they find themselves in because they're really maybe one completion away from giving their kicker a shot, and that gives them a chance to get some points up on the board.
So after the INT, it's Allen. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Allen now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10.
Watch his slant. Watch his slant. Switch.
Middle. Hey, Alpha.
56. Mike's
Alert.
It's going to be a long day.
Half.
Long day.
Bang.
Working out of shotgun. Here's Allen.
You ain't doing nothing today.
And he's going to be taken down. Back across midfield, just across midfield at the 49. Now a signal and a timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Half 85.
Now Allen. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Number 87, incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 20.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hey, you don't want to see.
5 wide.
You don't want it. Watch twist.
Hey. I7.
A final shot before half for Allen. He wants it all for the end zone. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. A big play there. As time expires in the first half, the Bills will add on to their lead. And just before the half ends, the prayer is answered defensively. A disaster there.
I know often we're surprised when this actually works. I mean, the excitement level goes way up, but maybe we shouldn't be, because I know as a defender, you've got to play the ball in this situation, but you can't interfere with the receiver because, remember, it's a spot foul, and it'll be 1st and goal if it happens in the end zone, and you don't want to give up that play. And that little bit of hesitancy often works really well for offensive guys.
Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. On 2nd down, here's a run with Singletary. He'll have a first down past the 40, and he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 on that one, and a Bills first down.
That's good for Bills. First down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Hey, Mike 52. Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got this. Show it.
Alert.
Check. Slam.
Half.
Move.
Throwing on first down is Allen. Hunter Henry brings it in. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Hey, look.
Half 10.
Shoot.
On first down, Allen. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Defense wins championships, baby. Check the backer, check the backer.
Alert!
Watch the ship, watch the ship. Hey, hey.
Pass.
Alert 3.
Now Allen to throw. Throwing again. He's going to rifle one, and this is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. In for the score. And the Bills will add on to their lead. And now Sean McDermott's made the call. They'll go for 2. Again, they'll throw with Allen. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Go!
They'll run again with Hunt. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Matchbox lights. Hey, Haywood. Go. Ready?
They'll look to throw. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Raiders make some inroads here on that deficit. Extra point attempt to follow here. And they're able to cut the deficit to 12.
Makes the score Bills 33, Raiders 21.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Alert!
He's crashing. He's checking crash.
On first down, they'll start out with Singletary. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Young Trip is here, baby.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Check safety, check safety.
Tight.
Looking to throw on second down. Allen flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Josh Allen, very athletic at 6'5", showing the versatility, picking up the first on the scramble. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run on first down with Singletary. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Mike 56. Not today, you are. Not today. 56.
Alert!
56 is the mic.
All day, baby, all day.
56. The
Middle.
56. Watch the backer. Watch the backer.
Come on, look out.
And now they'll throw with Allen. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it was real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he had been able to hold that one in.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Alert!
Mike's 56.
Hey, home. Check.
Check 4. Hey, switch gears. Check nickel now.
Sound.
Operating from the gun. Allen. Looking left sideline, it's complete. Give him 18 on that one as the Bills are going to have a 1st down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Tackle made by Devondre Campbell. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Check 56. Oh, yeah.
Regular.
Throwing on second down. Allen. Allen hit. He lost the football.
Plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
64, weak.
Alert flare. Hey, check.
52.
24. Hey, you got to get moving, man. Man moving. You got to get that.
Allen now. From the gun, he'll throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And it's taken in at the 9. It'll be a 47-yard punt with a net of 40 following a 7-yard return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And all the way down to the 37.
We got this.
A big run by Kareem Hunt. 48 yards on the ground. Trailing here in the third, and that run might just be the spark that this offense needs.
And don't you just get the sense that he's going around not just in the huddle, but looking over at the bench and saying, ball, give me the ball. Let me carry this thing home.
Check 50. Switch. Check.
You're out.
Check.
22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber. 5.
On first down, they go right back to Hunt. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Army. Check 37.
6-6. Pull it high.
Check it out.
Hey, Sam on. Get it.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
Check 99. 49. Check 49. Check 49.
Let's go.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Got it.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Deep river.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Von Miller, and the Bills are going to get the football back. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover.
At the 43-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
52.
I got him.
6.
Half 10. Check 6 guys. Kill. Alert. Check 3.
Regular.
Allen going to throw. Yeah, he'll find Hall. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. Allen now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the 2nd half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
We own them. Stop. 13. Alert. Kill. Hey, turn it up.
Watch out.
No. Off.
We go.
Here's Allen to throw it. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
You better bring it.
56.
Alert.
56. Check 56. I'm going to come back to you.
Half.
Back to you.
Kill.
Sponge. No.
Big Dan.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 14. He's got daylight. The 30. 10. And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
Extra point splits the uprights. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This is taken at his 4. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're so long way away from the line time. So they've got to work on getting first downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going. And above all, ball security. Don't turn it over.
11 yards and a Buffalo first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
To the air, Allen. Complete, Hunter Henry with a grab. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11.
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike.
Check pass. Check pass.
5 wide, 5 wide, 5 wide.
Check hot route. Hot.
Middle.
Hey, watch it. Watch it. Watch it.
Allen. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far, but a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of almost speed racing that we've been watching, huh?
Yeah, it has been quarterback and receiver dominated.
Hey, tight. 5 wide, 5 wide, 5 wide.
Out for twist. Watch twist. Shit.
Let's go.
On 3rd down, Allen hit. He lost the football. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
62 yards on the punt that time. Wow. And the Raider drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10.
Let's go.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
It's our time, guys.
Here's a 2nd and 7. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll be 3rd and 10 now. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. That's complete. Hooper. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down.
As far as tight ends go, this guy's not a speed burner. He's much more of an inline blocking type of a tight end. But how about this last play? Made a nice catch and picked up a first down.
That's what impresses me about him. When he's called upon, usually gets it done.
57 is Mike. Mike 57. Here we go.
On the now.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
That's how we do it. That's how we do it. Ready.
So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire.
Recon, 132 fighter. Undercrunch.
On 2nd down, it's Hunt. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
Short gain, last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely, this defense, they're saying go right ahead with those.
The Bills bring out a couple of extra defensive backs to defend this 3rd down play.
Yeah, they're going dime.
Hey, lock it. John, go. Check. Ready.
He's back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
Well, there were a couple of extra defensive backs in the game, so he really had nowhere to go with the football despite his search for an open receiver. So he has to take off and run for it, but he comes up well short of the line to gain.
Ready.
And down by 5, they've got to go for it here on 4th down.
Jump. Look at me. Go. Hey, exit.
Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. Well, that puts a little bit of a wrinkle in their comeback bid.
Yeah, everything had turned around for them, hadn't it? I mean, things were now going their way. But you did mention it's a wrinkle in their comeback bid. It's not the death knell for them by any stretch, but now they've got some extra work to do in order to climb all the way back.
Now a first down run is sniffed out from the start as they'll drop him for a loss of 4. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Whip.
Alert. Monday.
Rush in.
Half 85.
SOS.
Alert.
Watch, twist.
Allen to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, the obvious goal is to try and score a touchdown, but at the least, adding to a pretty big yardage total for his intended receiver there, huh?
Yeah, well, when you got a guy over 150 yards, keep chucking it deep to him, I guess.
Yeah, no doubt about it. You can get it to him short, and he can make plays that way, but I like what you just said. Throw it to him deep and get it in a big chunk.
But incomplete on that try. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Watch that. Half.
He's coming.
56, 56.
You go tight.
Now Allen. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Able to get there and pick it.
So, my goodness, I wouldn't have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
Let's bring it.
Hey, look at me. Zipper, fight.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw, deep depth. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is the 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Hey,
D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there. Switch.
Hey, tight.
Ingram again.
Well, that gives them a little room, but not much. A gain of 2 to the 5. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. Here's Ingram. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills, and it's going to be their defense that gets the ink in the headlines tomorrow, and for good reason. They forced 5 turnovers in this game.
And while we were watching this game unfold, I kept thinking about when we did our training camp tour and something that you noticed along the way. Just about every camp we visited, when the defense got together, everyone was doing ball drills. Defensive linemen, linebackers, secondary, because they understood how vital it was to take the football away. And they wanted every opportunity. When the ball was knocked free, they want all those guys to be familiar.
We are just a stone's throw away from the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame as we get set for football at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Cleveland Browns. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Set. 30 base. Go. Get it.
They'll begin the drive with Hunt. They'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at 2nd down.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Shoot!
2nd and 9 now. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
A loss of 7 on the sack. And it's 3rd down.
Ready, set.
50, Mike's 50. Pick it up. Pick it up. Watch twist.
Leo.
Out.
Fan.
He's coming. Double up.
Hard. Keep dribbling.
Now back to throw. Got a man. It's complete. Williams. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there.
Let's go.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Hey, Charlie.
Watch the slap. Hey, Mike 51.
Hey, Sam on.
Go. 25. Check 25. Under 10. 10.
Hey.
Show it up.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5.
Ready to break.
Hey, check. Mike.
Rock it.
Watch the run. It's soft, baby. That's baby soft. Check.
Hey, lock it.
Slam.
Hey, Delta.
Kill.
Yes. Shoot.
They'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. This is caught inside the 15. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Zach Gentry, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And he'll put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers.
Makes the score Steelers 7, Browns nothing.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Browns take over.